Welcome to Rope Dropping Knowledge, where we guide you through the magic of Disney.
This episode's about family.
Hello. We missed you. Well, I missed you. I don't know about Brian.
You put that
I
on
was
me.
like, let's record today. Come on. And you're like, meh.
Because, man, we got so much family stuff going on. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, this is episode 213, and we had a winner of our last giveaway,
Oh, yes.
and we have a new giveaway for October.
Yes.
So, congratulations to the winner of our Frontierland Magic Crown,
Yes.
Angela.
Angela.
And yeah, I love those magic. I mean, I don't wear them, but those things look cool. I really think they look cool. I'm sorry.
Well, if you like,
As a
if
guy-
they look cool, I have a project for you.
Wow.
You can, I'll show you how Haley did it at the pop-up, but she had, those frame things that have those wired things, and then she
It's
just
wired
hung
things.
them on the,
Okay. Well, I'll take a
I'll
look.
make you do it.
Did you take a picture of it?
Yes.
No.
Well, Haley just posted one today,
Mm.
a video.
Okay. So, for the month of October, we have another giveaway. So, we're going back to giving away some Loungefly stuff. We have some new stuff. By the way, all our giveaways are brand new. So, when I say that we need to get rid of stuff, it's because we have wrapped new stuff in our house. It's not like we're giving away our old stuff. So, anyway, it is a Loungefly. It's a Minnie Mouse, a Loungefly zip-around wallet, floral wallet. So
Mhm.
it's pink, and we'll have a picture up today or
Purple.
tomorrow.
Looks purple to me, but maybe
It's
I'm
pink.
colorblind.
I think you're colorblind, but it has Minnie with flowers and her hand clasped and all that. So, and that's not all. We have, well, I guess it could. I don't know. You'll see the picture. And a Kate Spade Minnie Mouse keychain to go along with it. And this is the keychains that I really like because they're heavy. You probably knock somebody out with them. It's like the big metal ones that
Yeah,
used to be
Not big. They're just
Well,
metal.
it's about 2 inches tall.
Yeah. We've
yeah.
given it, it was an in-park giveaway at one point.
Mm-hmm. I think Sylvie got it. Yeah.
Sylvie claimed it.
But they're like, it's not like a little flimsy keychain. It's
Yeah.
probably weighs half a pound or something.
Not that heavy.
If you drop it, it'll go clink.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gonna
It'll go clink.
Yeah. So those two things will be our October giveaway. This particular giveaway ends on October 28th, Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Must be 18 years or older and live in the United States. And all you have to do to win this particular giveaway is direct message us the answer to this question. How did you hear about us?
Yes.
How did you find out about Rope Dropping Knowledge? We haven't asked this question in a while, but I think we need to ask it about once a year just to kind of keep a pulse on, hey, where's
We have
our
some
engagement
new
coming from? Where are these people
listeners.
coming from?
Yeah. We have a lot of new listeners.
So, if you heard about it from your friend or if you heard about it from a podcast, a list, or, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're just curious, we want to know. So, that's all you have to do. And just direct message us that answer to Facebook or Instagram or info@ropedroppingknowledge.com or our three, because if you do all three, you get 3 entries. You do 2, you get 2 entries. You do 1, you get 1 entry. So, choice is yours. All righty. Yeah, I think that's it. We didn't give away the Mickey Mouse Ghost Wallet in park. So we will be back at the parks on the 20th.
Yes.
And so-
Friday.
Friday. Well, not this coming Friday, but
No, yeah. Friday the 20th.
Friday the 20th.
'Cause
And
we're usually there on Saturdays.
I know. But they did
They didn't
finiggled
let us
us.
upgrade.
They didn't let us upgrade, man. They didn't let us upgrade. So, we'll be there Friday, the 20th, and we will have that wallet. And that's still before Halloween, so it's a nice Halloween wallet, glows in the dark.
Mhm.
Wait, is it Minnie or Mickey? I forget.
It's mini. It has
It's
a bow.
Minnie. Oh, yes, right. So it's Minnie. So, but it's not small, even though it's Minnie. It's pretty big for. It's bigger than a lot bigger than the card wallets we give away.
Yeah.
It's like those Adelaides that are Kate Spade.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full wallet. So yeah, if you catch us, come grab us and say, "Give me your wallet," and that's what you got to do. You'll get it if you're the first one to do it. All right. Well, we have some family news to discuss. We have a beautiful, super awesome new addition to the family. I got a new Tesla. So
Oh, man,
that's
I
what
thought you
we're.
were gonna,
What?
nothing.
Is that not what you were thinking?
No.
Oh. What were
Well,
you
yes,
thinking?
you got a new Tesla today
Yeah.
with a bow on it.
Yes.
If y'all want to see it,
I don't
we
think-
can
I don't
send
think-
you a picture.
I don't think
Brian's too
anyone-
embarrassed to post it.
I don't think anyone cares.
But yes, you got a new car. I sort of got a new car.
Yeah, she got my old car.
Yeah, I got his old car, so I suppose that's a new car.
It's a 2021 with only 17,000 miles.
Yes, it's the same exact car as my old car, except it's newer in the sense that he didn't drive it a lot.
And it's a premium edition. And
Yeah.
it's upgraded. You get all this cool stuff. I'm trying to convince her she got a good deal out of this.
Well,
she
I don't want
did.
a Tesla. It's too like, oh my gosh, driving a gas car to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is going? There's no buttons to push inside that car. Nothing.
It's all
It's
touchscreen.
used. You use your phone. I was like, where's the ignition and button? There's no ignition button. I was like, "Ooh, how do you change gears? He's like, oh, it's over here. And I was like, okay, never mind. I don't even want to learn. There's like no button to push. There's nothing.
Look at how distressed she is.
I know.
The person who wants AI to run the world.
Well, yes, but certain things. I like
Certain
customer
things.
service with humans. I like the red carpet, the VIP treatment,
Yeah.
and I like efficiency. So it's a balance. I'm finding out that maybe we do need people once in a while.
Wow. Someone's growing a heart.
No,
Yeah.
because after
See,
your whole
I'm gonna start calling
experience,
you Tin Woman because you need a heart.
because after your whole experience with this, I was like, wait. So there's no human interaction? I mean, there was one today when we picked up the car for like 10 minutes,
Mhm.
right? He was nice. Noah was nice. But everything, there was no like, gone are the days of buying a car where you sit at the dealership with the guy for like an
We-
hour and he goes back and forth from you to the finance manager.
Mhm.
None of that. Everything's done on a little app on a phone and
Yeah.
you just go to pick it up. You meet a person for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's a wrap.
You don't even sign anything.
No, just digital.
You just drive off
and leave.
digitally too.
It's like you stole it.
Yeah, it's
You're like,
like-
oh, okay. Are you sure we could do this?
No, you know that caravan, that new concept where you buy a car from a vending machine.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's better than that. I think you actually have to sign stuff for that with ink. There was no ink involved in this transaction.
Nothing.
Like the down payment, boom, right on my phone. Picking the car, boom, on my phone.
Yep.
Set an
Everything.
appointment where to pick it up, boom, on my phone. The only hiccup is that I was supposed to pick it up yesterday, but the truck driver that had it was stalled like a couple hours out, and so it wasn't going to get there in time for my appointment. So I had to pick it up today instead of yesterday. And whose fault was that? A human. It wasn't the. It wasn't. It wasn't the.
It
wasn't,
couldn't drive itself to.
I know, but it was the truck driver. Wasn't if they can't technically they can drive themselves. So, but there'd be more miles on it when I got it.
Yeah.
So someday they're just gonna drive the car itself will drive to your
Yeah,
house.
it'll go through some underground like whole
Their
thing.
their
you
tube,
know, like that
the
tube
hyperloop,
thing. Yeah.
and then it'll show up in your driveway.
Yes.
And it'll be Tracy's fault because that's
No,
what she wished for.
no,
That was her Disney wish.
no. I don't want. I said I didn't want AI for everything, but maybe some.
It was like in a fit of
things.
anger, like all this magic Disney stuff was on Tracy, and then she's just like, I hate that customer service with Disney, and I wish everything was AI and every technology.
No, customer
better.
service shouldn't be AI.
No.
Just like artists, like writers, that shouldn't be AI.
Mm. Well,
But technical stuff should.
I have a feeling that you look surprised when I mentioned the new addition to our family as my car. So,
Yes.
what were you thinking?
I was thinking that our cousins Kevin and Christina are expecting a little girl.
Woo!
And you guys know, you all know we talk about them a lot because they're our Disney buddies from back in the day, since before the pandemic. So we talk about them a lot. We talked about them when they got married. Which
Yeah,
was
we
on
had
my
we had a whole
birthday.
episode dedicated just to their marriage.
So now they're expecting a little girl. So we're having another niece on the way
Yeah.
in January.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Let's give them a little applause. So,
So they said we can announce it. So we're excited to announce it.
because a lot of you who've been with us since, the OGs, they know Kev Tina.
Mhm.
I don't know. We didn't even call him that. I think it was someone else.
Kavina. I called them Kavina.
But somebody was one of our listeners who actually started calling him. I don't know if it was Carrie or one of the NorCalorati. But yeah. So we're excited about that. And then we had another niece who was recently born,
Yes.
Nora.
She's a month and a half, Nora.
I haven't
did
seen her
post
yet.
a picture of me kissing her.
Mhm.
Asian kiss, sniffing her. Asians sniff instead of kiss. 'Cause
I don't know
for
what
some
the
reason-
sniffing's about. You have to make sure she's ripe or what?
No, I think they think it's unsanitary to put your lips on their cheek, but it's okay to put your nose. I don't know. I don't know. But
Mm.
it does feel better to sniff them than to kiss them.
Yeah, just as long as she doesn't have anything in her diaper.
No, on their cheek, their
Hey,
face.
That smell travels, man.
Babies smell good.
Yeah, when they don't have anything in their diaper.
She was so cute.
Yeah,
'Cause she
she's
was
very
well
cute.
behaved.
Well, she was just born.
Well, most babies cry, but her parents said that when she has company over, she just pretends and sleeps and
Mhm.
doesn't wake up, not even to eat, because her mom was trying to wake her up to eat and she wouldn't wake up.
Mm.
And then as soon as the guest leaves, she starts crying.
Mm.
And so she likes having company over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's a good baby. She's cute. So I visited her last weekend before I went to the Magical Markets event.
So, yes, 3 new additions to our family. And I couldn't be happier. So, all right. What do you want to talk about first? Let's talk about more family stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about
our
cousins,
last,
adult people.
adult cousins.
Mhm.
Our last Disney trip, we went with our cousin Adrian and her boyfriend Wes. And they haven't been to Disney in a while, and especially with us. They've never been to Disney with us. So,
Yeah. That's a whole new experience.
yeah, they said it was a new experience for them. So, yeah, we got Genie Plus and got them all on the big ticketed rides, except Space Mountain was closed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a bummer.
So, and they've never been to Avengers Campus, so that was something new for them.
Yeah, yeah. I was taking pictures. I was like an old auntie, old
Yeah.
grandma. Stand here, stand here, stand here.
And when we did Carthay Circle, I was able to grab a Carthay Circle reservation,
Mhm.
and they got to experience that. And then Kevin and Christina joined us after to say hi. So
Yeah. That's what we get to
cousins
be.
meeting other cousins,
2 sides of the family
two sides meeting each other.
joining in love.
So that was cool. And we were at Carthay. We met James again. James is a very special cast member at Carthay Circle
Yes.
because he knows all the history, especially about Snow White.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about him on the podcast probably
Right
Pre-pandemic.
before the pandemic.
right
yeah.
before the pandemic because, he gave us the whole Snow White history and the history of color movies.
Yeah,
and
because Carthay Circle's about old Hollywood, right? So he was trying to give us all that backstory and how Snow White saved the Walt Disney Company.
Yeah, pretty much. It was cool. I think he remembered us, and I'm like, how do you remember us from like 3 years ago, 4 years ago? You know. But yes. What did we do that day? Kind of just we did everything.
Yeah, we mostly did everything.
I think what was surprising is that we're not really getting that tired. We got there. We met them at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and got
We
into the
walked.
parks probably around 8:45, and we stayed until like 9 something, right?
No. Oh yeah.
Right before
right before
for
fireworks.
Yeah, 'cause
Until
fireworks at 9:30.
And we walked back.
Yeah, we walked there. We walked to the
We
hotel.
were at the Elements.
And then we walked back, and like we didn't miss a beat. I mean, yeah. So that's at least we're looking at 12, 13 hours.
And it wasn't that hot that day.
Well, it was 80.
It
got
was
up to
80. It didn't feel hot. Maybe because the sun wasn't out as much. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, 80 is just not that hot. I think we're getting in more Disney shape. It's just funny because we're
We've been
getting
training
older.
for Disney. Just kidding.
Yeah, because we're getting older, but we're getting more and more energy. So, people are gonna hear this and they're just gonna want us to come out to Florida even more.
Ugh, not yet. Not that trained.
Not that trained. You got to be swamp trained for the Florida man. All right. So, what's next?
So we, while we were there, we discovered. Remember last time we were talking about now with that what is it, Avengers Vault store?
Mm-hmm.
What the back lot would look like?
Yeah.
And we passed by, and the back lot was closed.
Mm.
So they guess they moved all the stuff to the vault.
It's locked up. It's in the vault. The
Wonder what
vault
that
was pretty cool.
big
I know we
space is
didn't really
We didn't go
in.
in.
Yeah, we looked at it from the outside. I mean, it's a lot smaller than the back lot, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looked cool. It looks appropriate. It looks better than the back lot because it's like the only stuff in there is stuff that's actually interesting.
Yeah, I mean they still have some backlot stuff like T-shirts
Yeah.
and Spider-Man T-shirts
Mhm.
and stuff, but I think it's one of those stores that if the ride ever opened, that's where you exit.
Mm-hmm.
So they figured, hey, might as well just open it, and maybe they're doing something else with the backlot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with companies like Disney, not even companies like Disney. There's no other company really like Disney, but just anything that covers that much real estate and you need that much food and merchandise all the time. One of the things that people don't realize is just the logistical need of storage. And so a lot of times people think, oh, well, they could put a new ride in that space, or they could do this in that space, or they could do that in that space. And it's like sometimes they just need to put stuff places.
Yeah, they
you
just
know?
need to just put something there. It's just space.
Yeah, because I mean, just they got a lot of stuff they need to store at any given point. I mean, that's why you see all those. Anytime before a food festival, like all the booths are just lined up, you know, on that bus route.
Oh yeah.
Because there's no place to put them, So, yep.
Oh, this is what I did. Follow up on the taste talk of the cheesy, garlicky pretzel thing.
Yes. This is round 2.
Adrian and I had one, and I was like, let me eat a fresh one. It was 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and I ate it, and I tasted the mayo, and then I asked Adrian, do you taste mayo in there? She said yes,
She's intimidated.
but she likes mayo, so she loved it. So I was like, see, I told Brian,
there's no
see,
mayo in it.
she tasted it, I tasted it. You didn't taste it, but she liked it because she
Sure.
likes mayo.
You just asked, didn't you taste it? And she's like, yeah, because she was scared of you.
No, I was like, wait, tell me if you taste mayo. She's like, oh yeah. And then Wes heard that there was mayo, and he doesn't like mayo. He's like, oh, I don't want to taste it, so he didn't eat it. And then I just realized I forgot to post a taste talk,
That's okay.
but I know what to talk about.
Good.
It's something really basic.
All right.
Anyways, yeah. So that was our Disney day. Anything?
No, I think it's
fun?
going to Disney with family is at least our family is really fun because everyone's kind of into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just I look forward to that because I was never that guy growing up who was like missing family. Like I was excited to see him when there was events and stuff, but I was when I was away, I was just like, you know. Now as an adult, like I actually miss family members, which is weird, but that's just being old, I guess. All right, what's next?
So there's some Disney news. Like Disney Parks blog posted a bunch of updates, but the two big ones I'll talk about first is a new child ticket offer
Mm-hmm.
for as low as $50 a day for a child ticket
Mm-hmm.
from January 8th through March 10th. But you can start purchasing it on October 24th.
Mm.
But when they say up as low as $50, that probably means you have to buy a 3-day for it to be $50 a
be,
day. So
yeah.
$150
Mm-hmm.
for 3 days.
It could just mean that it will vary depending on the type of day you buy it for, but I don't know.
Yeah, that could be it too. But that's the new child ticket offer. Make sure you take advantage of it.
Because even if it's a $75 ticket, that's not bad. You know.
Yeah, the $75 during the SoCal
Mm-hmm.
event
Yep.
was you have to buy 3 days for it to
Oh,
be
okay.
75. So
Yeah,
I
it's
have a
probably
feeling.
the same then.
But then it wouldn't. If they're saying it's a special offer, it's probably the info hasn't come out yet on
Yeah.
how much it would be, but it's probably less than how it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So, the other new thing is that The Little Mermaid and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is going to be added to Genie Plus.
Right.
So,
So one was not even on Genie Plus because it was just a give me ride.
Kiddie
and
ride.
and then the other one was an a la carte ride. So they're taking one from each end and putting them into the Genie.
yes. So some people aren't. I mean, we're whatever. I mean, Little Mermaid is where we go when we're in between Lightning Lane reservations,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually like 5 minutes, 10 minutes most.
Typically, yeah. We never have would stand in like a 20-minute line
Right.
for it.
And
Yeah.
that's long for us. So that will change with this Genie Plus thing.
Maybe. I don't know how many people would. Well,
Okay, look at Monsters Inc.
yeah,
It
that's
used to
true.
be
But
well,
Monsters Inc. is a So Little Mermaid is like Haunted Mansion without the elevator and yeah. I'm just talking about the track layout.
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's a continuously moving
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So unless you have to like get like somebody who's like has mobility issues
Mhm.
on, it doesn't stop. So
Right.
so I still think the lines are going to be relatively quick. Because first of all, how many people are going to use a Genie Plus to get it? I mean, probably
If they
some.
have it, they would.
Probably, if it's the only thing available and you're between, I can
Mhm.
see people using it, but it'll always. First of all, yes, since it's a stimulus in the sense that we know that it's something that's happening,
Mhm.
and I always say that when there's a stimulus, it's not a question of whether it will affect, the pool or not.
Mhm.
It's the magnitude and what direction, right?
Mhm.
So we know the direction it's going to make standby longer. The
Mhm.
question is just the magnitude is how much.
How much longer? Yeah.
Right. So if it turns from average wait of 10 minutes into 15 minutes, okay, whatever. If it turns into like 30 minutes, there's an average wait, that kind of
Yeah,
ruins
because
the
at one
ride.
point, Monsters Inc. was at 45 minutes after they were added to.
But
Genie
Monsters
Plus.
Inc. is a ride that like stops and they load people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not the continuous conveyor belt type of ride, so it's always going to be a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
But it did add to it. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
And then with Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, the wait time is usually shorter than the posted time. Like
Mhm.
whenever it says 45 minutes, it means 20. But I think that will change too now that it's being added to Genie Plus.
But Mickey and Minnie is such a cool ride. I like it.
Mhm.
It's kind of on the advanced side. I mean,
Mhm.
it's newer. I mean, it's one of the newest, but I mean, as far as just what you get for it,
Hmm.
I don't mind them adding that to Genie Plus because to me that's
Yeah.
a Genie Plus ride, and I'm glad that you don't have to pay extra for that anymore.
Yeah.
So that ride I'm okay with. Less okay with the Little Mermaid.
Hmm.
So
It doesn't say specifically when this will start. Maybe it
Mhm.
did, but I didn't catch it. But yeah, so those are the two changes. The other changes weren't very clear. Again, these are a bunch of announcements that are to excite you, but they said that they would change the reservation dates to 180 days
180.
out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's only for multi-day ticket holders, not Magic Key holders.
Yeah,
Because I think we're still at 90.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they used to have 160, right? And so they're just adding 20 days, I believe.
They were at 120 or something.
Was it 120?
Yeah,
Okay.
120 or 90 or something
There
like
wasn't
that.
90 because it was always longer than Magic Key.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean that makes sense. And if you want to make money off of people who are less frequent visitors who spend more money, the favorables, as we used to call them in ancient lore, yeah, that's a very smart move because you're giving them first crack at it way in advance and they get to plan. So I think one of the issues is that logistically, when you have people who have these, especially I call them the matching shirt people. The people who go and you see these giant families with all the same T-shirt,
yeah, same
the
T-shirt.
matching shirt people. Disney wants those people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they have
The
they're
family
they're super
reunion
rich
type,
or
yeah.
anything, but there's so many of them. When they go to lunch, they're dropping $1,000 because they got like 40 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when you get those people in there, it's easier when because they have to really plan it and really plan it out. Who can take off work? Who can do this?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a good day for one person, but we really want that uncle to go, or we really want this cousin to go, they need time. And at the same time, you don't want the pressure of trying to race for reservations at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you're giving them more and more time out,
Mm-hmm.
it gets easier to do.
Right.
The more time they have to plan, the easier it is.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a very intelligent move. And a lot of people probably are like, yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a big deal. It could be a big deal,
Mhm.
because there's probably a lot of people who are like, yeah, I plan to have, we had a wedding in Orange County or in LA
Mhm.
even. And I plan to take everyone there, but we just couldn't get it together in time before the reservations were sold out because we got like 40 people. And it's
Yeah.
like, 3 of us made reservations and that was it, And I bet you that happens like every day.
Mhm.
So, yeah, if they can clear that up, how much money is Disney leaving on the table by having the reservation system? They're making money through controls and forecasting through the reservation system, but how much money are they also leaving on the table? And I think they want their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
So that's the reason for that.
And then, I don't know if this is more like a reminder. It's like, BYO, bring your own reusable water bottle, snacks, and strollers. I think this is reminding all the tourist people, hey, these are the stuff we offer. Genie Plus, 180 days out, planning your vacation, and bring your own reusable bottle. You can bring it and refill it throughout the parks. Bring your own snacks.
Bring your own snacks.
Yeah, bring your own snacks is what it says. And strollers, as long as it is within the guidelines.
Yeah, well, the reusable bottle thing is actually, some people say, well, that's not a cost-saving thing. Wouldn't Disney want everyone to buy bottled water? And I think they do. But at the same time, reusable bottles is what they want you to bring. They don't want you to bring your own plastic bottled water. They don't want you to throw it away where you're adding to the janitorial cost. They want you to bring something that you can refill, like a hydro flask, and just carry it throughout the park without throwing stuff away, So they don't even want their bottles thrown away. I think most of their water they probably get from Coca-Cola. The Dasani, they probably get it for free. They used to give them free Coca-Cola. So I don't know how much money they make on that. They probably make a lot. People who want it are going to buy it.
I'm wondering
It's
if,
whatever.
this is true in Florida, but I want to test it at Disneyland because you can also refill your water bottles at, Alien Pizza Planet and Pim's at one of those
Yeah.
machines. But in Disney World, if you put like a water bottle, like your own water bottle,
A baby
and
alligator
get
comes
like
out.
no under like Coke or Sprite instead of water, it won't come out. You
Mm.
have because it has some scan code beneath the cup,
Mm.
their cup, and if that code's not read, it just doesn't
Yeah.
come out.
You just
I
gotta
wonder if it works at.
dip it in the swamp water.
I wonder if it works at Disneyland like that.
Hmm.
I mean, not that I'm gonna fill my bottle up with Coke, but I just want to know.
Mm.
Like, I'm scared to fill it at those stations because I don't want people to think I'm cheating and filling it with Coke when all I want is water.
Ah, go for
But
it.
I just want to test, you know.
It's a theory.
I don't want to do it because I'm Asian. They're like, oh, that Asian lady's trying to get Sprite. No, I'm just filling my water. I promise.
And I'll be like, lock her up. Lock her up.
Anyways, yeah, and then it goes on. Like, it's trying to like tell you all these tips to save money and not spend money there, which is kind of weird because it's like, oh, check hotel options on property and off property for good deals, and then stuff like carpool and rideshare or take public transportation. No, don't do that because public transportation doesn't work in Anaheim. Yeah, so that's weird. That I don't know.
It's
This
not
was
weird.
just a weird blog. It was
They want people to come to the parks. If they get you into the parks, you got to think like Johnny. What
yeah,
would
but
Johnny
they're
think
like,
about this?
bring your own water and snacks and bring your own this and that. And it's like weird.
Yeah, but if that influences somebody, if that
Oh, to get your body there and
gets
then.
your body
yeah.
there, yeah, one, they get the ticket cost, and two, you have to be Johnny.
Like, even if you brought snacks, your kid's going to want the
Yeah.
popcorn or whatever that's in there.
Yeah. That's all.
So,
Got to make it Johnny proof. We're giving away free snacks.
you can bring your snack and have a picnic here.
Johnny, they just want to get you there. They want to get you in the park, and then you're gonna have to pay for this thing. They don't care if you stay at the hotel. Most people don't stay at the hotel. You know, they want to get you in there. They want to get you to get Genie Plus, and then they want to sell you all this stuff, and you're gonna see all these merchandise. And now you're a family of 4 spending $4,000, and yeah, you get to bring your Cheerios. So what? I don't care about Cheerios. All right, my kid doesn't care about Cheerios. He's gonna want Pizza Planet. You know, my wife's gonna want Carthay Circle. Okay, that's what they want.
Now you sound like Peter Griffin and not Johnny.
That's the same thing. They're both from Boston.
Okay. Anyways,
He sounds like he likes it when I do that.
I know. Well, I
Well,
guess
speaking of
that's-
Johnny, we still gonna do the lightsaber giveaway, but we're gonna do it live at some point.
yes,
So the Ahsoka's over.
pay attention.
Yeah, and we may do an Ahsoka recap. But yeah, pay
Yes.
attention to the feeds.
Feeds, yes, and when we're gonna go live to announce the winner.
Mhm.
Guess that's it. I have some stuff in dot points.
Cool. All right.
It's Taste Talk with Tracy. Mash some magic in your mouth.
Well, I haven't posted it yet, but I figured we'd talk about some basic
Mm-hmm.
Disney item,
All right.
which is the Mickey pretzel. Now, do you prefer the cream cheese stuffed or regular?
Well, first of all, I didn't know that the Mickey pretzel was less salted than the other pretzels they offer.
The other one they offer is just at Sonoma. It's the Bavarian.
And it's super salty.
Do you remember if the Pim's one was salty?
It wasn't
That
as
giant
salty.
one?
It wasn't as
Okay, then it's just the Bavarian one that's salty.
yeah, it's super salty. I don't
Even
know
if
what
you
they do.
take the salt out.
Yeah.
It's- But
And then
is
the
it
cheese is even
cheese?
saltier too.
Yeah. Do they? But I think they use the same cheese
Maybe.
throughout the parks.
Maybe. But it's just salt on top of salt though. It's like,
I
man,
like it.
I'm salty with that pretzel.
Yeah, we got this at where we got the watermelon margarita,
Mm-hmm.
and I
So
got
that's
the
around
cheese.
behind Paradise Garden.
Yeah, it's at
Or in front of
Bayside
Paradise Garden.
Brews.
Depending on where you're standing.
Yeah, Bayside Brews,
Where the symphony swings are.
yeah. where
Mm-hmm.
the symphony swings are. So it was, and I got the cheese dip. I
Mhm.
always get the cheese dip. I like cheese. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think I like it plain better than the
The cream cheese.
cream cheese. The cream cheese kind of sweet.
Well, yeah. It's
So-
a sweet. Yeah.
I don't like the sweet.
Yeah. I like the sweet if you share it. I mean, I don't want to hold
Yeah,
on. You know, it's a cool snack
yeah.
to share with someone.
But yes.
But I do like the Mickey pretzel better than the one you get at Sonoma Terrace. It's weird, but
I do like the Mickey one better.
because they used to have one at Carl Strauss too. That Carl Strauss one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one as Sonoma Terrace.
Yes. No, it's not. Sonoma Terrace is the only one that they call the Bavarian, where the pretzel is darker.
Mm-hmm.
The color is darker, so it's a type of.
It's weird because
The Carl Strauss one is this
German
one.
food isn't salty, so why do they call it the
Really?
Bavarian? Yeah, I used to live in Germany. It's not well. I was really little, but
Well, I guess food in Europe is bland,
yeah, it's pretty
right?
bland.
It's known to be bland.
Mm-hmm. So
Just
I don't know why it's
Americans
so
that
salty.
eat salt
Yeah,
and sweet and all this stuff. But sometimes just a plain old Mickey pretzel just hits the spot.
like a plain churro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes just the basics. Got to go back to the
Mhm.
basics.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
None of that other stuff on it.
Yeah,
So.
nothing fancy. All right. I wanted to talk about alcohol again.
Oh, I was just gonna say, bring up the Manhattan, and it's not on our list of top 5, but
Mhm.
I think I need to add it.
So, you put together a list.
Yes, of top 5.
What go from 5 to 1 of favorite alcohol at Disney? What are you thinking?
Well, now that I discovered that I really like the Carthay Manhattan, it wasn't on this list, so I don't know
Okay,
what to
well-
eliminate. Okay, well I'll go with the Irish coffee
Irish coffee
at
from Joffrey's.
It's called the cappuccino cart, but yes, it's Joffrey's coffee.
Yeah. And we first had the Irish. I remember when we found out about it because it was during winter.
Yeah, and it was cold. It was during New
Was-
Year's Eve.
Was it New Year's Eve that actual day we found out about it? Or did we find out before? And
We
then,
found out before, and that day we just drank like 3 of them
Yeah.
because it was so cold.
Man, it was crazy. That was New Year's Eve, like 2018. Yeah. Maybe 17. I don't know.
Mhm.
But it was so windy
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah, it was just that wind index was crazy. It was just blowing wind everywhere. But it was our first New Year's Eve that we spent actually at Disneyland. And it hit the spot. It was just,
Yeah.
that was like, we didn't even know. I think we only found out about it maybe like a week or two before that. And it was just like, they really have a Irish coffee?
Well, that night I tried variations. Then I tried the Bailey's coffee, and then there was the Kahlua coffee. But the Irish
and by the
one
way,
is
only
the
if
best.
maybe it wasn't long before that, maybe a year or two before that, where I had my first Irish coffee in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, we did.
And then I was
The
like,
real-
man, I've
the-
never
at the
had that before.
Buena Vista Cafe, the
Yeah,
real Buena
the,
Vista.
The real Buena Vista,
Yeah.
yeah. And your cousin Alex recommended that as a must do, and it definitely was. And so I was looking for good Irish coffee ever since. And when I found out they had it at Disneyland, I was like, whoa. And it was cold.
Yeah, because
was like,
before
yeah.
we would just walk by that cart thinking, it's just a coffee cart, whatever.
Yeah.
But we didn't realize it served alcohol
Mm-hmm.
coffee. And after we realized, like, wait a minute, there's alcohol coffee here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we discovered it. And we're like, hey, we walk by this all the time and never noticed.
I know it was it was just one of those things where it was just kind of like
Say what?
it was just crazy, but because it had the Baileys and the whiskey stuff that you can
Yeah, I tried the Bailey's coffee and the Kahlua coffee.
yeah, both
But
good.
the Irish
Irish
one
is the
good
one you want to get.
because it has whiskey in it.
Okay.
and- yeah. Anyways, so the next one I think is maple butter rum during the holiday season.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
At
is.
$13 for a little cup.
It might even more than that. Might have been 16 last time.
Maybe. Inflation.
but the sprinkle stuff they put on top, which is like the caramel or the
like pralines or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the salt, and then the
Oh yeah, it's salted. Yeah.
man, it's good. Now, what I did find out is that it doesn't taste good because sometimes they run out of the special whipped cream,
Yes.
and then they're like, "Well, do you want it without the whipped cream?" And I said, "Yes." Not as good.
Yeah.
Not as good.
Not as
But
creamy.
when everything is together in the full package,
Yeah.
definitely a winner
And then there's the secret place at the trails.
at the trails that
Santa's,
sells it. Yeah. So if they
whatever.
run out of that one booth, because this is only during the holiday food festival.
Yeah.
There's that secret place. At
It's like Santa's
Santa's
something.
Trail. Yeah.
Like only kids go there, so adults don't even know.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's this little
You're
stand
just sitting there
inside,
around kids
and they're bored.
drinking.
Oh, well, it's the same place where you would get the cookie decorating
Yeah.
kit.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
So yeah,
or is it gingerbread decorating? I don't know what it is, but it's
I think it's
decorating.
cookie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my other favorite is the R&D Martini. It's new at Pim's Tasting Lab.
Yep.
And it's again coffee, martini and coffee.
You like coffee so much.
So it's good. People are saying it's strong. I don't think it's that strong. So, yeah. And then the second to me now is I'm replacing that brewery horchata blonde ale during the holidays.
Mm.
I'm replacing that with Brother Thelonious because I have a new number one.
Ah.
So
Well, the Brother Thelonious,
will
it
always
started
be our
out with
favorite.
us being cheap because it's a beer, and I keep telling people this, and this is the story that, people
It's
have heard
an
100
ale.
times. It's an ale. First of all, it costs the same amount as every other beer in the park.
Right.
At least in California Adventure.
Yes.
I don't even know if they sell beer in Disney or anymore. But same price as every other beer, but it's 9.7% alcohol.
And it's not an IPA.
Yeah. So it's almost 10%. And if you guys know that your average beer, your average Budweiser or whatever, is about 4 to 5% alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost double. So it's like getting twice the alcohol of a regular beer at the same price.
Yes.
And
And it tastes good.
it's so that's why we got it. And usually, yeah, you get some higher alcohol content beer that are IPAs, but IPAs taste like poodoo, as they say in Star Wars.
Yeah, it's so bitter. I don't like it.
It's Bantha poodoo.
Yes, this is an ale, and it tastes like ale.
Yeah, Belgium ale, and it is smooth and it's delicious. And so we were just being cheap, and on top of it, it tastes great. I even buy it here in San Diego. I go to Bevmo. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
where's your Brother Thelonious? And
Yeah.
sometimes they have the little 4-packs. Sometimes they only have the 24-ounce bottles. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter. I'll get either one. They're good.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's definitely one of the top 2 favorite beers that I like in history.
Mm-hmm.
It's that in the Hitachino Nest. But
Mhm.
Hitachino, I always mispronounce it. But this one's a higher alcohol content, so maybe this is better. But yeah, it is a classic, and anybody that is a beer level that we bring to Disney with us, we insist that they get it.
Yes.
All right.
And then my number one is the Carthay Martini. I mean, not Martini. Carthay Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Now, that's not themed, because any bar is going to have a Manhattan.
No, but the Carthay one is the best one.
So, where else have you had one? You got one at
I
Jazz
had one
Kitchen,
at
right?
Jazz Kitchen. No, you had it. I had the mojito. Not mojito. Mint julep. The real mint julep.
That's right.
But I've tried it at Jazz before it renovated.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Billionaires Manhattan at Magic Key Terrace. Not the same. Not the same.
Really?
It's a different recipe.
Mm.
I've tried Manhattan at other places we go to around.
Just around the world.
Oh, Naples.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know. The Carthay Circle one's good. Probably
it is.
because it's sweet. It's sweeter.
They
and
put
give
3
you
cherries.
more cherries.
3 cherries in. That's all it takes to
But
win Tracy over.
no, it does taste different.
Yeah, it is strong.
It's strong.
But it doesn't. But it's not gag like strong.
Yeah. It's not old fashioned strong.
Yeah.
There's the sweetness to it that makes it go down
The
better.
vermouth. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have that clear ice cube that makes it look
Yeah.
good too.
And by the way, we just found a store in La Jolla that sells clear ice. So if you have a party,
Oh,
it's pretty
really?
Cool. Yeah, it's like a bag of like, I don't know, for $15, it's like a bag of 32.
Oh.
They special. I mean, when you think about it, it's not a
Yeah,
bad
but how do
business
you
plan.
refrigerate it so that it stays clear?
No, they'll stay clear
Oh.
once it's made. But it's like picking up a bag of ice. You put it in your freezer,
Mhm.
and then they probably give you like a cold pack to take it
Mhm.
home and put it in your freezer. And if it's like a bag of 32, that's all you really need. I mean,
Mhm.
how many things, especially if
Yeah.
it's a small gathering,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you look like you made it. It's
Yeah.
a stud. People are going to be lying. You know how people lie about recipes? They would get stuff from restaurants and they say they made it. People are going to start lying about the ice cubes. They even
I
have.
made this.
You know that flower you ate? I forgot the one. Do you
The
remember?
orchid or something? Yeah.
They have the clear ice cubes with that inside.
Oh.
So I was just
Oh,
like,
that would be cool.
and then I would definitely take credit for making that. And everyone
Yeah.
would be like, "Yeah, Brian, you made." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's right."
That would be cool.
All right. So
But yes, that's the Carthay Manhattan is my favorite drink at the parks. If you can get a reservation at Carthay, you should get the Manhattan.
cool. All righty.
So the villas at the Disneyland Hotel opened on September 28th. And I saw some videos of people because they were giving tours to some people on the one-bedroom villas. And it's like full kitchen,
It's like a residence. inn.
little living room,
Yeah.
and then a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The living room has like a pull-out couch, but then against the wall you can pull out another bed.
Oh, they got a Murphy bed.
Yeah, is that what it's called? Yeah,
Yeah.
a Murphy bed. But that one is like a twin, I think.
Mm.
So
But
it
then
looks
they
pretty
have the
cool.
regular bed in
In the bedroom is the
so
king.
it's 3 beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
It can sleep up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe?
5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, the Murphy bed can only sleep 1. It's like a twin.
Yeah,
And
2
then
kids.
2 in the sofa and then
Put 2 6-year-olds on it.
So it looks pretty cool. And when that opened, though, also a new lounge opened at the Disneyland Hotel called the Disneyland Hotel Lounge, and it's in the area where the Steak 55 place used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But no word on that restaurant reopening. But this one is sort of like cocktails and like Carthay Circle Lounge,
Yeah.
cocktails and appetizers.
Mm.
It looks good. Maybe they can make a Manhattan there too.
Do they take reservations?
Maybe.
Yeah, we should look and find out.
I've been looking.
Definitely want to try it. I mean, is it on the list for reservations?
Oh,
even?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know.
We'll see. That's definitely something that we need to find out.
Yeah. So it's probably like a Trader Sam situation where it's really hard to get a
Well, no,
reservation.
I just want to know if it's even possible. you know?
Ah.
Not to just get one.
I think
but,
now
yeah.
that the villas have opened, they need to open another lounge besides Trader Sam's.
Yeah.
So.
And I wonder what they're going to do with Breakfast Republic or
Great Maple.
Great Maple. I
It's
always get the
still-
two mixed
It's
up.
still slated to open.
It's still slated to open, but I'm just wondering if it's going to be like all day breakfast, or are they going to close, or are they going to
Oh.
have a bar there for the rest of the day? Like how are they going to do it? Because it's going to be kind of a waste if it's just like
Until 4 p.m.
yeah, and then it's nothing. You know what I mean?
But that's how all Great Maples are. So
That's
gonna
true,
stick
but it's
to
in a
it.
Disney hotel, so know your role, and not just your
well, they want you to
Cinnamon
spend time
rolls.
in the park after you eat
yeah.
breakfast.
But people want a bar to go to. People want things to do.
But now that I noticed that when I make reservations, when I look for reservations, that princess dining experience is popping up a lot. No one's going or something. I don't know. Because before I couldn't find any.
Mhm.
We know we wanted to take me and Emmy.
Right.
But now it's like popping up everywhere. I
Mm.
was like, oh, I guess you
Hmm.
guys need people to come, huh? Wait till
Maybe.
Great Maple opens. Now you get no one.
Yeah.
But Great Maple doesn't have princesses walking around or characters. I
No,
don't think so.
they'll just have giant cheese bread people or something. So
No, maple, the
Yeah.
Canadian leaf.
that'd be terrifying.
Okay.
What if it's Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, that'd be cool. Deadpool.
It should make it Deadpool themed.
Yes.
Canadian. A lot of people don't know in the comics that Deadpool and Wolverine are both Canadian. So
But they are. Wait. The other guy's not Canadian. What's his name's not Canadian, right?
what other guy?
Wolverine's real name.
Wolverine's real name?
Yeah.
Wolverine.
No.
Logan?
No.
This is-
The actor. The actor.
Oh.
He's not Canadian, right?
No,
But he's not American.
Australian.
Oh, he's Australian. Okay, never mind.
You're so funny.
I thought you meant the two actors are Canadian too, but that'd be funny
No.
if they were.
Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool are both Canadian.
Right.
But no.
But
Yes.
Hugh Jackman. Yes, him.
Australian.
Australian. Okay.
hmm Plays a Canadian with claws.
Ah, okay. But that'd be cool if they should have Deadpool as a character. We see that, oh yeah, Loki and OB is the character at Avengers Campus.
Yeah.
So,
And if you don't know
Anyways.
who OB is, you got to watch the show.
yeah, gotta watch Loki season 2, episode 1. Okay, what other news do we have? Oh, this is sad. On September 28th, it was the last voyage, the final voyage of the Halcyon. That is the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Yeah. I mean, it was sad, but inevitable,
Yeah.
you know.
What comes next for that hotel that was built?
They could do a lot with it. I don't know. I mean, they paid a lot of money for that structure. So,
But like you said, the rooms aren't big enough to be a hotel.
no.
And not enough space for a hotel.
They get a Club 34, I guess. This is Star Wars experience. I don't know what they can do. I mean, they could still renovate it and knock down walls, and they don't have to necessarily keep
yeah.
the rooms the way the
But
same
it's only
size.
100 small rooms now. How do they do just 50 big rooms?
Yeah, 50 big rooms, and it's charge a lot of money, but make it add a lot of incentives, or they can turn it into like a museum. They can still keep it Star Wars themed and just do you know, they can do a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just it wasn't very well thought out, you know, from an economics perspective. I mean, it's like when you go after, like when people who make, I mean, think of it like anything, and it doesn't even take somebody with a business degree or anything, like economics degree, finance degree, to like kind of just think ahead. It's like a Bugatti, you know, could cost you like $3-4 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then at the same time, they're only going to make 30 a year, you know. Well, why do they only make 30 a year? Because they know there's not that many people who's going to pay $1 million plus for a car.
Yeah.
So if you're having something that needs reoccurring revenue, constant people coming in at $6,000 a pop, that's a very small population. So you got to get everybody who's making that kind of money to come in over and over again.
Yeah.
Or or people from all over the world to come in over and over again. And Star Wars is a great brand, but it ain't that great. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I know Star Wars fans who just couldn't afford to go, and who were the diehard fans. So you're taking two things. You're taking one fandom that doesn't overlap with another. Well, not a fandom, but you're taking one population, which is Star Wars fans, and trying to overlap them with, you know, people who are making, you know, $300,000 a year. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that that's what you need to make to go there, but you're looking at that population of people when you're looking at constant revenue.
Yeah,
when you're looking
really
at booking,
narrow.
when you're looking at like, because when they first started, it was like, oh, you're going to have to book way in advance, and they thought they were going to be booked out for 2 years. You know, and it's like they weren't even booked out for the first 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind
Well,
of,
people start canceling too. And
yeah, when they start,
things happen. People cancel. You know, like it's like, oh, all right, well.
yeah, but if it's that big a deal, if you put in a Bugatti order, you ain't canceling, because that's something you want. It's probably something you dreamed of, and you're gonna
Forget
get it.
Bugatti, the Hermes purses, the
Hermes,
Birkin bag.
the Birkin bags, yeah.
Yeah, that, you know, you have to be on a wait list.
Yeah.
Or you
And
have
I'm not saying that you have to be super rich. It's not. I'm not saying that they're the same category, but I'm saying it's the same principle.
Yeah.
Whereas $6,000, for a 2-night stay at a hotel. That's really what you're getting, but you're getting the Star Wars experience.
Mhm.
The Star Wars experience is for a great number of people, most of whom are just normal working middle class people.
Mhm.
And then you're trying to mix it with this bougie. And when I say bougie, I'm not saying everybody who went there has like a ton of money. What I'm saying is when you have that price point and you're expecting to have 0 vacancies for years.
Mhm.
That's a bougie class,
Mhm.
Le Cirque in New York.
Mhm.
You can't get a reservation there. I
Mhm.
mean, Diamond on the Green, like those type of restaurants,
Mhm.
sold out, right?
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
can't get a reservation there. They understand their population. They're not saying you're coming here for Star Wars.
Right.
You're coming here for cuisine
Mhm.
and then the atmosphere,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
They're trying to mix two things that didn't
Yeah.
mix.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with that space. Okay. Disney Plus will begin their crackdown on password sharing outside of household starting November 1st in Canada only. Speaking of maples.
because they're so polite, they're probably, oh no, they're coming after the passwords.
Sorry.
We're so
Um,
sorry.
The crackdown. Sorry if we have Canadian listeners. I doubt we do. It's fine. The crackdown was initially announced during the Walt Disney Company's Q3 earnings call in August. During the quarter, direct-to-consumer revenue increased 9%, while the operating loss almost broke even, and Disney Plus subscribers dropped to 146.1 million, below the 154.8 million goal. So then they picked on Canada and be like, yeah, let's just do Canada. Who cares?
I can already picture some Deadpool reshoots just for this. They cut off my Disney Plus. Goes out the
I think
Iger.
they just like picked on Canada because they knew that Canada doesn't even share passwords because they're so nice and they follow the
We're
rules.
serious. We're going after Canada.
Like, why Canada? But
Yeah.
apparently Disney Plus Canada, they're going to crack down starting November 1st.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And then I don't know if you saw, but the new show, Heartbeat of New Orleans, a living mural, started on September 29th. And it's kind of like World of Color.
Mhm.
It's not supposed to replace Fantasmic or anything, but it's like just water and then projections of Louis. No, not Louis. What's the frog's name? Prince Naveen, right?
Yeah.
Louis the alligator.
hmm
Yeah, the frog playing jazz music.
And so it's just him, just a frog playing the whole
Well,
time?
it's like a animated
Oh,
show thing,
Oh,
like World
okay.
of Color.
smaller World of Color.
Yeah.
They're so scared of fire. Why are you so scared of fire? Fire's good.
Well, look at what happened to poor old Murphy the dragon.
That was human error. It's not dragon error.
Yes, but it killed the dragon.
No, they killed the dragon.
It was on fire. Anyways,
Dracarys.
yeah, they Dracarys that dragon.
So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for us today. Let's see. We have, so pay attention. We're, Dreaming of Disney, the MSW podcast, Rough Draft Knowledge, will be announcing the lightsaber winner live.
Mm-hmm.
We have our new giveaway, the Minnie Mouse Floral Zip Around Loungefly Wallet, and Kate Spade Minnie Mouse Keychain, ending on the 28th. And we still have our in-park giveaway, which is the Minnie Mouse Ghost Glow-in-the-Dark Loungefly Wallet. So if you see us in the parks on the 20th, just come up to us and say, "Give me your wallet." and
When we
we'll-
were with our cousins, we said if somebody came up to us and said that,
yeah,
don't
we
worry.
have to prep people.
Don't worry, they're not trying to rob us. They're just trying to win this wallet.
Scare them, traumatize them. And yeah, I mean, I thought I had something to talk about, but it totally slipped my mind. But yeah, we really appreciate the support out there. We still have I know we've cut down per month on the number of episodes we're doing, but we're still going to try to bring you those quality ones. And I'm not going back on my promise. We're still going to be collaborating. We're still going to have people on the podcast. We'll be doing a lot of cool stuff in the future. Oh, that's what I was going to mention. It's almost time to do some more Superfan stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So pay attention for that because we have some new Superfans to add. So, and if people don't know, we actually give you an actual official Rope Dropping Knowledge Superfan card. The real card. You can use it pretty much anywhere. Gets you into a lot of places.
Don't say that. People are going to start
I said
giving it at like Starbucks or being like, there's money in here.
Hey.
Like, no.
I said it gets you in a lot of places. It might get you into trouble. But I think we have at least a couple of people, maybe more. So if you get a message about being a super fan, make sure to check your DMs because one could be coming your way. And we typically do, and just so you know what that happens, it entitles you to special Superfan giveaways throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should probably do one before Christmas and then one around the holidays like we did last year. So, yeah. All right.
Yes.
So, all righty. That's it for us today. I'm Brian.
I'm Tracy.
Stay magical.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe and visit us at www.ropedroppingknowledge.com.